Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here on Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update this channel daily. If you like this watch, you can see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. This is one of the most handsome yellow gold Daytonas you will ever encounter. Technically reference 116518. It's a yellow gold strap-borne Daytona from the V series, so a 2009 model year, and one of the most impressive combinations of colored gold and colored dials you will ever encounter. This is not just a striking Rolex, it's a handsome watch by any standard. Easy to wear too, 40 millimeters with a pre-super case Rolex case profile. The Daytona has remained elegant in the mold of the Datejust and the Date-8, rather than joining the ranks of the somewhat cumbersome and squared off GMT Sea Dwellers and Submariners. The timepiece is also slim, 12.4 millimeters thick with a generously sloped conical bezel and a stepped crystal. You can slide this easily under a dress cuff, not just the jacket, but the shirt as well. Lug-to-lug, compact, old school, approximately 47.6 millimeters lug-to-lug. You can easily wear this watch on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, and I happen to prefer the Daytona on a strap if your wrist is on the smaller end of the spectrum. The strap is a Rolex piece that is important because Rolex gives you a conforming end profile link that's integral to these strap-borne Daytonas as fitted from the factory with straps. It closes the gap between case band and the end of the strap, creating a highly integrated look, essentially what you'd get on a watch born on a bracelet, but with the comfort, flexibility, and one might even say the sportier aesthetic that comes with a leather strap. This is upscale, bolstered, large rectangular scale alligator leather, dark brown, semi-gloss, monotone stitch with a folded edge. There is calfskin on the underside for souplesse against the skin. The clasp is old school, with all adjustments being made via several apertures, the better with which to adjust the strap for precise fit using your strap tool. All Rolex yellow gold, like all of the ore, smelted into clasps and cases at Rolex. This is made in-house in their own foundry, a combination of satin as well as polish. I love the fact that they sweat all the details with the flush-fitting flanks as well as tops of the clamshell system. It becomes unitary and seamless once the clamshell is down. Jumping back to the case, I mentioned that it's really an older case profile, as most Rolex watches today are more squared off about the end of the lug and sheer or flat on their sides. This one is downright sexy. You can even see how it has a flame surfacing effect as light moves across it. The Daytona, firmly old school in the best possible way. You can tell when these have aged gracefully and been minimally refinished, because the first thing that goes with wear and tear is the lacquer inside the wells of the tachymeter scale bezel. You can use it for gauging the speed of an object over, for example, a standing mile or a standing kilometer, but it's also a canary in the coal mine for a roughly treated watch, as that lacquer oftentimes gets worn out of its wells on a timepiece that's lived a tough life. This one appears to have been babied. Getting in as close as we can to the dial, and we really need to because the dial is the highlight of this watch, you can see that it's a punchy combination of cobalt matte blue with red shocks, yellow gold highlights, and all applique indices, Rolex crown, and Arabic numerals. The lume on this one is fantastic. Not all Daytonas are lumed, and not all lumed Daytonas have this much punch at night. It's going to be a spectacular vision in the dark. We're not there yet, but let's talk about what's inside the case. Consigned to permanent darkness because you will never see it, rest assured the Rolex caliber 4130 in-house automatic chronograph beats away at 4 Hz with a 70 to 72 hour power reserve. So this one was the first of the long-legged Rolex models. That 3-day power reserve concept debuted in 2000 with this generation of the Daytona. Now there are upgrades from the prior El Primero based 4030. Caliber 4130 with 44 jewels features not just a column wheel function selector like the old El Primero, but a vertical clutch system, so you have smooth engagement of the chronograph seconds hand, but it also can be left in motion if you prefer. Probably need to wind this one up. If you prefer to have constant seconds at center on your Rolex, you can easily do that simply by leaving your chronograph in motion. The benefit being that you have easy to read center seconds rather than sub-dial seconds. The consistent operation of the chronograph causes no additional wear and tear on the Rolex in-house chronograph. It does cause wear and tear on the El Primero-based movement. The timepiece also features 100-meter water resistance, and because it's a modern Rolex architecture, not only is it free-sprung, but it has a full balance bridge, those two features contributing to the shock resistance of the movement. It has a parachrom blue anti-magnetic niobium zirconium alloy hairspring. That's anti-magnetism right there. And then it has insurance against gravitational or positionally induced timing deviation thanks to the handmade Breguet overcoil profile of that hairspring. This one packed with toys, and yes, a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. Get all the best stuff in one place, including the dial, one of the most distinctive Cosmograph Daytonas you're going to encounter. You can see this one and make it yours on the watch box. I promised you punchy lume, and here it is. The Cosmograph Daytona, blue dial, yellow gold, but all green by night. See it by day on the watch box.